Hi guys, hope everyone's okay. So I'm finally getting around to sorting out my leaf pile. So we collected these leaves around September time. We're now into March, so they've just been sat here. But it was around the same time as my girlfriend gave birth to our little girl. So obviously I couldn't spend too much time over here. So I'm just getting around to it now, and today I'm going to show you how to build a big leaf mould style box, like a big compost bin. And I'll show you the best way to get them to break down so you can be having leaf mould in around sort of between 6 and 12 months. So the first thing you want to do is choose your position. You want it so it's a little bit sheltered but not totally sheltered, not totally out of the rain, because you want to keep the leaves moist. Now I'm putting mine here, it's kind of out of the way, and I've just got these pallets that I got for free. So obviously you want 4 of them. You can use some chicken wire and do it that way. So you just want to level the ground first of all and get some weed membrane to stop the weeds from growing up through your leaf mould, because once if you're getting weeds up through your leaf mould, it's going to be quite difficult to use come the time. So stop anything coming through, get it nice and flat, and then we'll get on to the build. Okay, so that's fine, I'm quite happy with that. We've got excess membrane which we'll be trimming off at the end, but I'm quite happy with the position of that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to screw this together. It's worth saying, because the way I've got it here with these pallets, it's going to be quite difficult to get the drill in. So I've got a long drill bit here which will be really useful for getting in between the slats and actually screwing it together. And I use these quite a lot in the allotment and for my business as a gardener. So I will put a link below. They are quite cheap, obviously you can get more expensive ones, but these do the job. So I'll pop everything below what I'm using here. They are affiliate links, so if you do click on them, I get a little bit of commission, which does help the channel grow and things like that, so it's much appreciated. Obviously you don't have to buy them, but they'll be there just to tell you, exactly what materials I've been using. And what I'm also going to do, just to make it a little bit nicer, because it is a bit rough and ready and hopefully you'll have a bit more time to spend on it, is just cut some weed membrane panels out and put them on each side. Okay, so just a couple of things I need to point out just before I transfer the leaves across. Most of these leaves have been shredded, so I ran the mower over them. A few in the bags aren't, but that's fine. So if you want your leaf mould to break down quicker, the more smaller you can get them, shred them, go over a couple of times with the mower, or a leaf vacuum with a shredder blade inside them, or even just a strimmer. I could pop the strimmer in there and just kind of chop them up a little bit more. That will help to make them break down quicker. And unlike compost, which is bacterial, along with worms as well, which help break everything down, this is done by a fungi, so you have to keep it wet. So if you haven't had any rain for sort of 10 to 12 days, you want to just give it a watering over. I'll probably use a full watering can. Don't cover the top. As I say, you need to keep them moist, because as soon as that dries, the fungi will die and it'll take a hell of a lot longer for it to break down. And what you want to do when you've gone down about a foot, around 12 inches or so, is just, I've got a rake here, is just squash them down like that so they're coming into contact with each other. So you're blocking any gaps. You want them all nicely packed and touching, and that way the fungi can get in amongst it all and will rot down a lot quicker. And once you've done that, I'm just going to give it probably half a watering can here, and then put the next layer on and do the same, so you're building up a continuous layer of about a foot of leaves, water, foot of leaves, water, and so on.